Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If Scorpio is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Scorpio, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And Four of Cups. This, it feels like this is us kind of unsure where to sail the ship, you know, that we maybe have just recovered from something that was very trying, very taxing. I feel like there was a storm. We're on the other side of it, okay? You're the kind of person that I don't think you like drama. I don't think you like confrontation. You're good at the drama when you need to be, but you'd rather avoid it, okay? I sometimes think that when there is a storm, when there is something of an emotional, turbulence, it takes you a little while to recover from that, okay? You like to have a little bit of space. You like to sort of be left alone so that you can recover and get your, get your centeredness back, find yourself again, and then sort of re-engage with the situation or to approach it again. But it takes a minute to let our energy settle. Yeah. And I think that's probably why you don't like getting into conflicts or drama or entanglements, because it kind of throws you off course a little bit, and it takes you, again, sort of, you don't like having to make up for the lost time, in other words, right? So you try to get along with everyone. You try not to rock the boat, okay? And I feel like you're just sort of coming off of some kind of a boat rocking. There was some sort of it could be an injury or an illness, but I feel like there's some emotional healing going on with this card. And it's going to take a minute for you to get reestablished and centered and get back to sailing. Yeah. Let's see what's going on here. Let's put this into some context. We're going to use our Dove and Serpent spread. Well, you know what? I should start the timer here so I make sure that this reading doesn't go an hour and a half. Here we've got the Temperance card. 9 of Wands. We've got an Emperor. We've got a Universe. We've got a very deep waters with the Queen of Cups here. I almost wonder if this is the Emperor kind of trying to calm down. The Emperor can get quite heated, quite angry. We're trying to temper ourselves to realize if something is even worth it in the grand scheme of things, right? 2 of Swords, Chariot, Princess of Wands, and 5 of Pentacles. Things are changing, that is for sure. You're not staying put. And so anytime we get a 5, right, we start looking around for the 4. There's our 4. So there is movement again. Which direction is this movement going? Where is it taking you, or where are you taking the ship, is the question. Okay, because it does feel like this is something that you're sort of evaluating emotionally, and you don't want to make a decision while you're in those emotions, right? While you're all sort of still worked up about something. So Scorpio, you like to calm down. You like to sort of be by yourself, to breathe and to let the energy settle. And then we start thinking, is this something I still want? Is this worth it? And what is my next move supposed to be? This could be a relationship. This could be something happening at work. It feels like it might be something happening at home. Yeah. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. And we're going to set it down right here with our very own Kelly Kapoor. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together and it will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. Okay. If you have a prediction for that card, put it down in the comments. All right. Let's do it together. Let's exercise our intuition. Right now, let's look around the room and see our major arcana. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty standard to get 4 major arcana energies. I do feel like the Emperor is sort of, something got heated, right? And now you're trying to pull yourself together and stabilize and calm down. The 4 of Cups is you in this nice, safe kind of cove, in a little bay. You're sort of in the harbor, away from the storm. And I think you're trying to calm yourself down and you're trying to evaluate, is this situation still worth it in that grand scheme of things? In the larger picture of your life, is this something worth getting involved in, worth fighting over? Is this worth arguing about? There's something about a ring that Spirit's telling me. I don't know what the ring is about, but there's something with a ring. In the bigger picture, is this worth you fighting for or fighting over? Okay. That's the big question. And then, of course, the Chariot is you kind of getting back to things. It's another one of these, what is the Cancer sign? Scorpio, you and Cancer are very similar, I think. You both have these sort of, soft centers, but a very solid exterior, So I think the Chariot card here is really you fortifying yourself and ready to get back out there. And there's movement, there's action taking place, decisions have been made, changes are being put into place, the ship is sailing once again. Where are we going is the question. The idea here, and it could be something like, there is something going on at work and you're just wondering that, is it in your best interest to keep arguing about it, to keep fighting about it, to keep pushing for it? Or is this something that you kind of have to just let it go? You have to fortify yourself against it? Is this another person at the workplace that is kind of rubbing you the wrong way? Because the Chariot is out there on the battlefield with the armor. Like, just, you gotta calm down, you gotta breathe, and okay, I'm gonna go back out there. It's like sometimes at work, things are getting really heated and you've got to just go to the bathroom, put some water on your face, relax for a second, take a deep breath, and then you got to get back out there. It could be that work is like that for you, that whatever you are doing in your days is very intense activities, right? Maybe you ever watch that show Industry? They're on the floor and they're taking phone calls, they're selling stocks. I don't understand a word of that show, I'll be honest with you. But it's intense, and sometimes you see the characters that they just have to go off to the bathroom and breathe and calm down. They pace around a little bit and they get centered and they go back out there. And that's kind of the thing. And I think when you're in there in the bathroom with the water on your face, pacing around, you're asking yourself, why am I doing this? Why am I putting myself through all of this, this grueling intensity? It's really you in the pressure cooker. That's the Art or Temperance card, to me anyways, the pressure cooker. So we've got our major arcana energies. We've got fire, we've got water, we've got air, and then of course we've got some earth at the end. So this all comes down. This is a thing based on earth. It's based on the bigger picture. It's based on your practical reality. You're going through this whole process of heart and mind and will and spiritual energy and larger purpose and path. And at the end of the day, this is kind of you. This is you leaving the bathroom. Now, we don't know if we're going back to work, back to the floor, or if this is you getting out of Dodge. Okay? What we do know is that this is going to be the right move for you. Whether you're staying or going, whether you're getting back out on the floor and just keep working, the pressure cooker is a pressure cooker, and it's not always fun. In fact, it probably rarely is. But I think you have a high-stress, high-pressure life right now. And in a lot of ways, you have to sort of reconnect with, maybe on a daily, You reconnect and you just remind yourself that this is worth it. This is leading to success. This is leading to abundance. This is leading to prosperity, wealth, or whatever. The mystery card's going to tell us, I hope. But in the meantime, it sucks. It's high pressure, high stakes. It's taking its toll on you physically, I believe, right? We've got a 9 of wands underneath everything. I think you're experiencing just some general aches and pains, general fatigue. It's kind of like late nights and early mornings, burning the candle at both ends. Maybe this is putting in so many extra hours at work. At first, I thought this was like a situation at home. I kind of don't feel that it is, though. I feel like home is your sanctuary right now. You know, I feel like the 4 of Cups really is you. Maybe it's not the bathroom at work. Maybe this is you going home at the end of the day and just thinking, oh, what a relief, you know. But then I got to go back there tomorrow. So, you know, do we have the strength to go back tomorrow? Do we have the will? Do we have the desire to go back tomorrow? Is it something we still care about, we still want, or is it just, I don't know. We got to do something tomorrow. And we're going to do whatever it takes in our own best interest to enhance our lives, to increase our success and prosperity in life. I think that's your sort of purpose here, is to improve the quality of life for yourself and your loved ones, your family or whatever, the co-workers, you know. But it's taking just about every ounce of energy that you have, the 9 of Wands, strength. I feel that you feel beat up. I don't know why. I mean, I do kind of know why, but if you think about the 9, I'm going to find the 9 of Swords. No, not in that one. Then I might know what the mystery card is. I'm going to look for the 9 of Wands in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, because it really, to me, it really illustrates the point that I'm trying to make right now. And you probably know what it looks like, so I might just be sort of running out the clock here, but no, here it is. This is what you feel like to me right now. Feel like you're still out there holding your ground, holding your own, battling, but you feel like you've been beat up. Now, I don't think you're going to lose the battle. I don't think that I think you're strong enough to handle this, but it doesn't feel all that good. This is someone that's been in the pressure cooker for a while. I think you're done, you know. Don't leave this card out anyway. But there's a reason why you entered into this path. I think this is something that means something to you. Maybe you've been put in a new leadership position at work. Maybe this is you taking the control, the initiative, taking on some sort of a leadership thing. Could be that you're the head of the family, you're the head of the department. The responsibility seems like it's on your shoulders in a way. But maybe not. Maybe you are just an employee somewhere. And there are all these other employees, and it just feels like it's a battle, right? It's a battle for, well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe this isn't a job situation or a career situation, but to me it feels something like that. Okay, it feels like there is a battlefield there. But you chose to do this. It's something that is important to you, and it could feel... it could be as if, you know, you made this decision because this is going to be the path that leads to abundance for you, but you're out there suffering and doing it, and it's getting harder and harder to see that this was the right choice. Okay? So whatever it is, maybe this is school. Maybe it's just saying, okay, I'm going to go for this certain major at university, and it's a really big, lofty goal. And once you get there, it's grueling, it's torturous, it's a pressure cooker. It's high stakes, high intensity, high anxiety. And I think you're starting to feel it, and you're starting to wonder if you even still give a you-know-what about it. Okay? We're looking at the grand scheme of things with the universe card. And maybe the universe card, if we put things into perspective, this pressure cooker is just a tiny, tiny little window of time in the infinite universe, you know? If we think of the universe being infinite, right? That means that this little window of our lives is also infinite, but it also means that this is but a really infinitesimal piece of the infinite, right? So it depends on how we look at it, depends on our perspective. This situation for you, it may feel and appear in the large scheme of things, if the universe is infinite, then this experience for you is infinite, right? If we look at it that way, no way can we do it. No way is this worth it, right? If we look at it a different way, we think in the grand scheme of this infinite universe, this moment here doesn't even really exist. It's immeasurably small. It's all perspective. Everything, life is perspective here, right? So depending on your perspective, it's either going to give you the encouragement or the discouragement to continue. What really matters here is what the results of it should be and whether you still want those results, because then it's easy to sort of shift our frame of mind to make it a little bit easier to endure, right? But either way, we look at the grand scheme of things and see if this is worth it, okay? And the Queen of Cups in the future position is your analysis of your own emotions, your own desires, your wants, your needs. It's emotional transparency. It's being honest with yourself about what you need right now and short term, and long term. What you need right now is probably some rest, some food, some water, good night's sleep, But long term, is this still something that is important to you? Okay. I believe that it is. I believe that you can endure it. I believe that it's leading to tremendous abundance for you. I am expecting good things for that mystery card. But it's important sometimes to reconnect with that. And that sort of gives us the encouragement. When we can look at the situation and say, it's not going to last forever. This is just, it'll be over eventually and I can do it. It's all good. It's not forever, right? When we have that perspective and then we also say, this is going to feel so effing good at the end, that's worth this little window of time where I've got to suffer in that pressure cooker. It's going to be so tasty when I get there. Yeah. And I think that's what we're trying to do right now when we're pacing the bathroom floor or when we're at home getting ready to sleep at night. I don't know how your sleep has been. I feel like if once you sort of stop thinking about this, you sleep like a baby because your body is tired. Your body is tired. Spirit's telling me that you don't live in the same city that you were born in. That this is kind of like you went off somewhere else to do this thing. And maybe this is some kind of training thing. Maybe this is boot camp. Maybe this is the big job in the city. Maybe this is you going off to university. Whatever this is, I think you're sort of far from home now, from your, your origin, let's say, right? Let's talk about the path of the serpent. As we do this, I would like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. It doesn't cost anything. It supports the channel, and I appreciate that. Two of Swords. General energy. You are, in every moment, you're trying to, it seems like every moment you're making the decision to stay or go. So it's like, that, and maybe this is how we're going through this. Maybe this is the key to really making it a little bit more tolerable, is to know that you can quit at any moment. Any moment you can head for the door. No one's holding you hostage here, right? And I think that really, like in the moment, we just say, in this moment, right now, today, am I going to stay or am I going to go? Well, it's just a couple more hours till the day's over. I'm going to stay. I'm going to keep going. And every night, we say, am I going to stay or am I going to go? Well, I'll feel better in the morning. I'll be rested up. And it's just another day, right? This is the idea of taking it one day at a time. I'm deciding right now in this moment to keep going, to do it for one more minute or one more hour. It's kind of the, I don't know if anybody is in recovery, drugs or alcohol or whatever, but addiction recovery. I never technically did any of those kinds of things, but I drank for a long time. So technically I'm in recovery because I am abstaining from alcohol. But it's that kind of thing where you just choose not to drink right now, for the next 60 seconds, I'm going to choose not to drink. The next hour, I'm just going to say, for the next hour, I'm not going to do it. And then we just keep doing that over and over and over and over and over again until we rack up years and years and years, or to get whatever your goal is here. I don't think that's your situation, though it might be. I mean, that really, it could work. You know, it would still fit into all of this. If that's what's going on with you, take it one moment at a time. Okay? 1 hour at a time, 1 day at a time, and, you know, just make that decision over and over and over again. Every minute that goes by, make the decision again. All right, 1 more minute, I can do it. It's only a minute. It's nothing, right? You can do that standing on your head. Anyway, this is, I think, the way that we have to be kind of thinking about things in order to keep enduring what we're enduring. It's going to be, I think, a wonderful outcome for you. I think it's something, obviously, that you really do want. The Chariot card in the environment here, we talked about that a little bit. The Chariot is kind of a card of home. So in a way, this is sort of you feeling like your only solace, your only refuge is, you know, when you go home at the end of the day, or back to the dorm, or, you know, whatever it might be, back to your room. But the Chariot card is also us putting on the armor and going back to work the next day. You know, putting on our thick skin and, you know, mustering up our strength and doing it for 1 more minute, doing it for 1 more hour, doing it for 1 more day. Okay? You have the capacity to achieve absolute success and just one, I mean, it's infinite, right? And I like the universe card up here for that simple fact that there are no limits. If you can will it, you can accomplish it. The Emperor really has dominion over the universe here. You are more than capable of doing this. If it's something you really, really want, you can do it. And maybe we gotta, you know, everybody has their own strategies of how to get through the pressure cooker situations. You know, you have the capability, and your method's going to be different than somebody else's method, right? We all have our protocols, and if we work it, you know, it'll work, right? The Princess of Wands, of course, this is the card we don't want. This is the energy we're trying to avoid. Getting so damn mad that I just throw my stuff down and I walk out the door. This is getting so frustrated, and I just want to tear your hair and rend your clothes and say, I can't take it anymore, and I quit, you know. And I think that this is, sometimes we get very close to doing this, right? And it's the same thing with someone in recovery, that things get very, very stressful, and sometimes it says, screw it, I'm going to go have a drink. Obviously, this is that impulsive behavior we don't want in this situation. Got to keep our cool. Go to the bathroom, splash some water on your face, pace around in a circle, you know, scream into a handful of paper towels like in that one Jim Carrey movie. I can't remember if that was Liar, Liar. I love Jim Carrey, by the way. I heard he's a fan of the show, too. I hear he watches his readings. I love him so much. We don't want to be impulsive, so do what you got to do. Calm yourself down. Go back out on the floor. Smile. Calm. You know, it's going to be okay. All right. We definitely don't want to behave in such a way that we're going to regret later. You know, it's just 1 more minute. You can handle 1 more minute, right? The final card over here is the 5 of Pentacles. And I think the 5 of Pentacles, well, it's about movement. It's about you getting back on the floor, right? It's about, you know, you're not lingering too far or too long in the 4 of Cups. You know, it's not, we're not sleeping in and being late to work. We're not staying in the bathroom. What if we just hide in the bathroom for the next, you know, 4 hours, and then the day will be over and we can go home, right? We need to take action. We need to be in control of our behavior, but we need to do something. We need to act. We need to function in the world. Whether this is you making the informed decision to say, I don't care about this anymore. It's not that significant in the grand scheme of things, and I quit. Or if this is you saying, it's 1 more minute, I'm going to keep going. It's just 1 more day, I can do it. It's almost lunchtime, it's almost quitting time, whatever, right? Sometimes this is really about, you know, keeping ourselves busy too. Idle hands, you know, idle hands. So we get the 4, and the 4 is good. Sometimes we need the rest, we need the healing, the recuperation, but then we got to get back to work. We got to be involved in things. If this is a recovery situation for you, and over the years I've had some readings for you, Scorpio, that have been aimed more toward recovery. This is staying involved in things so that we're not idling, and so that we're not kind of being tempted or frustrated and impulsive. So we stay engaged in things, hobbies, other activities. I think that this is good for you. And I'm very curious about that mystery card. I want to do one thing before we do the mystery card, and that is an empowerment oracle card. Oh, the elixir of healing. Look at that. It just happens to be a bottle, right? Just happens to be a bottle. It says, I am healing. To every being I encounter, I offer my unique gift. Others need my medicine, but I must first offer this gift to myself. As I share my medicine with the world, we walk the healing path together. Okay, so it is really about healing, as we said at the very, very beginning with the 4 of Cups. It's just about healing, and then we're getting back out there on the floor, and we're going to get all beat up again. But we're getting stronger. We're getting closer to our goals thereby, right? So let's focus on the healing that we need to do, so that we can, live to fight another day, right? So that we can, get back out there tomorrow and do it again. Yeah. Let's see what you're doing. Let's see what this mystery card is. I'm hoping this will give us an idea of the goal, or something to show the success, something to show that this is all worth it, I want the Empress. I want a 9 or a 10 of Cups, 9 or 10 of Pentacles. I want a Wheel of Fortune. 3 of Cups would be all right. A 6, I think, of Cups or Pentacles too would be fine. If you have a prediction, though, Scorpio, put it in the comments. Let's see what we come up with, yeah? Let's go. Wheel of Fortune. This is prosperity. This is profit. This is reward. It's worth it, right? This is something that is bringing you a lot of benefit. Okay, if this is the job, if this is school, whatever it is worth it. Okay, and I want to say that this is an indication from Spirit that things are going to start getting easier. Right now, you may feel like you're at the bottom of the wheel, where the rubber meets the road, getting sort of ground up there between the two. Spirit's saying that you're going to get back on top, that this might be the sort of worst part of the process. It's going to get easier, right? Things are going to improve. Your life is going to expand. You are going to profit and prosper from this work, this effort that you're putting in. The 9 of Wands corresponds with the 9 of Cups, right? The greater the trial, the greater the triumph. The greater the effort, the greater the happiness. Sometimes we get a 10. We say maximum effort, maximum satisfaction. Okay? It's worth it. And it's all about perspective. But I think this is a really good confirmation card. We are going to do an extended reading if you want to stick around. There is a link up top. There's one down below. New readings for Scorpio are on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Be sure to watch both readings. They're both very important for you. If you have not subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. It doesn't cost anything. And leave a comment. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know if this resonates with you. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we're all in this together. I gotta get something to eat.